Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Chef Carl from Cooking and Grilling with Carl. In today's video, I'm going to be making for you a chicken scampi recipe right after this. All right, y'all, before we get started with the recipe, let me show you the ingredients I'll be using. Also, this is going to be a very simple recipe to follow. I try to make the recipes as simple to follow as possible. All right, right here, I'm going to be starting to do some prep. So right here, I'm going to be crushing and chopping up some garlic. I'm also going to small dice some shallots. I'm going to small dice some red peppers. I'm going to chop up some parsley. And I'm also going to be preparing the chicken. All right. All right, right here I have some all-purpose flour. I'm just going to season that with some salt and pepper. And also I'm going in with just a little bit of chicken base, a powdered chicken base. All right, so now I'm going to be preparing my chicken breast. All right, so pretty much out of each, maybe like 6 to 8 ounce chicken breast, I'm going to end up getting about 4 to 5 pieces. So that's the first piece. Yeah, and the reason I'm doing so many, I'm actually cooking this for my family. So we're a family of 5, and we love to eat good, and so this is probably going to only last, a couple days. We'll have it for dinner, and then we'll have leftovers tomorrow. All right, so into a preheated pan, I'm going into the pan with some neutral oil. I'm using avocado oil, but if you have canola, corn, vegetable, olive oil, you can use that. All right, so I'm going to spread out my chicken breasts so I can season them up. And I'm only going to be going down with some salt and pepper. All right, so before I go into the hot oil, I'm going to dress the chicken in that seasoned flour, and then boom, right into the pan. And by the way, if you're making something like maybe like a chicken marsala or something like that, you would use this same method. Obviously the difference will be just the sauce that's going to be made after you sear off the chicken. But yeah, there's a lot of different recipes, especially in the restaurant, in the restaurant world where you know, you dredge your chicken in flour before you pan fry it or pan sear it. All right, so when you flip, before you flip, you just want to look for a nice crust around the edges, and that's letting you know that it's ready to flip. Also, if it's still sticking to the pan, that means it's not ready to flip. It still has a little bit ways to go. All right, so that first batch is done. And by saying first batch, that means I'm going to be doing this in 2 batches. Still have a lot more chicken to cook. All right, going with that second batch of chicken. All right, so with the chicken scampi, I'm going to be serving asparagus, roasted asparagus. So I just went down with some olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, and a little bit of shallot. And just making sure I give everything a nice coating of the salt and pepper, the shallots, and it's going to go into the oven at 400 degrees. All right, so all the chicken is done. So into that same pan, I'm not gonna clean it out or anything. I want to use that fond that's on the bottom of the pan, all those bits and pieces of the chicken. I just went in with some garlic and shallots. And so once I got those garlic and shallots nice and sauteed, I'm deglazing with some white wine. And here, this is something I do at home. I put in a little bit of water so I can dilute it a little bit so I can add in some that chicken base, that powdered chicken base. That's going to add a little bit more flavor. All right, and of course I have to go in with the lemon juice. So I'm squeezing in the juice of 1 whole lemon. All right, so for garnish, I'm just chopping up some flat leaf parsley. And I'm also going to add a little bit to the scampi as well inside the pan. That's just going to add, you know, a little bit of, you know, herbiness to it. All right, right there was just some small diced Roma tomatoes. That was just for color. And then I'm going to finish the sauce. And now I'm going to finish the sauce with some butter, about 6 or 7 tablespoons. That's going to smooth it out and give it a nice, just a really good flavor. All right, so now I'm going back. Oh, it's also going to thicken up your sauce a little bit too. But now I'm going back into the pan with that chicken. And obviously I'm not going to be able to get all the chicken in. Alright, and so those chicken breasts are going to start kind of absorbing some of that flavor. Alright, some of that lemon flavor, that wine flavor. And here you go, y'all. A delicious chicken scampi recipe done by yours truly, Chef Carl from Cooking and Grilling with Carl. So at this point, I want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that notification bell so you get notified when I upload more cooking videos like this. All right, these are easy to follow recipes that I'm putting on my channel, and you know, I appreciate the support, and I appreciate all the people that are already subscribed to the channel. People like Mama and Papa Joe's, Galley of the Sun. You know, I just appreciate y'all for consistently following the channel and commenting on my videos. But with that being said, once again, thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next video. This is Chef Carl from Cooking and Grilling with Carl. God bless. Go forth in victory. Peace.